Okay guys, here's a house for sale for $159,000 in Fort Pierce, Florida. It's got this nice country style setting. This land would be all yours. You could park an RV here and you'd be fine. This is a little storage shed here, and it looks like they got some type of water issue, a water pump right there. See that water pump? So I don't know if they have well water. That would be an issue. That's a red flag. So I don't know the water, the sewer, the electric, but the property itself is nice. This here, as I back up, is the main house. It's a one bedroom, about a 500 square foot house. It's decent inside. It's got that little screen lanai, but it's mainly the property. And Fort Pierce has its problem areas inland by the ocean. Well, I would say right by Route 1. This is west of I-95, so this is more like a country setting rather than city setting. So it's definitely a safe neighborhood, definitely a country feel. You would have no issues other than your well water, and other than it's an old piece of property, but nice piece of land. And that's pretty much what you're getting here, is a nice piece of land. This right here is Route 70. Okay. This is Route 70. I just want to back up here. So you got a beautiful piece of land here. All this land, that's what you're buying, really. Beautiful piece of property. So, would I buy it? I don't know. I mean, it'd be a great little home base for a nomad, but I would say this should be under $100,000. In this economy, would it be under $100,000? No. You could walk around here, I guess, if you wanted to. Not a lot of street lights and things at night, though. It'd be very dark. Just take a little drive. Always try to take you guys a little drive. This Route 70 here, and this is west facing now, is just country land. Like this, if you take this straight down, this will take you to Lake Okeechobee area. And this is West Fort Pierce. This is just all country agricultural farmland. It's the citrus farm to the right. So this is a little bit in the country, but still a 15-minute drive to the Atlantic Ocean. Fort Pierce is not the nicest area of Florida. Not the worst, but there's pockets of Fort Pierce that are bad. You wouldn't have to worry about the bad neighborhoods here because you're pretty isolated. You're west of I-95, so again, you're about 15 minutes away from the Atlantic Ocean. And, you know, you got no HOA, obviously, if you buy this property. You may have a water issue, because I don't know about that. It looks like an old water well. And I don't know. You know, my thoughts are, yeah, if you wanted a little country setting, home base, that would be good. The house itself needs some work. Again, I can't get inside on these properties. I'm not going to call the real estate agent because I'm just browsing. But I like to show you guys. This is it here to the left. I like to show you guys different things. I'm gonna do another drive by it. So $159,000. That's pre-negotiation. So if you get it for 150, even if you get it for 125, I don't think you'll get it for 100. But even if you got it for 125, would you really want it? Would you really be inspired to call this place home for 10, 20, 30 years? That's where I would say no. It has some inspiration. It has some remote, peaceful setting. But what it doesn't have is, at least for me, this is it right here. I mean, you got your own private entrance. That's the screen line. You got a nice piece of property here. I wouldn't think you would worry about. There's neighbors in the back there. See that like teal blue house? Yeah, and they got that's their swimming pool too. So I guess you could have bad neighbors if the kids were loud or whatever. You know, but all this property to the right by this big tree and stuff is yours. So, you know, you got some potential for, look, I mean, I don't think you'd have an issue here. But I don't think I think you got to put in a little bit of work. You got to look into the water. These buildings, the shed in this one bedroom, 500 square foot house are not a luxury. They're a small, little, cute, quaint thing. You wanted to park an RV here. It's a great setting. I would say that. I'd park it right under this tree. You could run an electric hookup right to it. So from that mindset, it'd be good. But I'm kind of leaning away towards, if you're going to buy a house, I don't know. For me, why have an RV? To me, it's either full-time nomad or just buy a house and travel out of your car or van. But I know some people want the, RV lifestyle. But, I don't know. Another thing to think about, property taxes here, I think were cheap. I think they're only just a little bit over $1,000. So the hospitals in this area may not be the best. The school system may not be the best for your kids, because Fort Pierce isn't that great of a town. It has some things to offer, but you have to consider all those things when you buy property. Because when you buy property, even if you live in it, it's a level of an investment, because you're dedicating a big amount of your financial resources or a bigger portion of your net worth to a fixed asset, a hard asset. And if you took Route 70 here, there's Route 70 West, you'd just go, this would take you straight across almost Florida and bring it to the west coast of Florida. It'd be about a 3-hour drive. But I like the east coast of Florida. I'd want to be by the Atlantic Ocean. This is not an ocean feel. This is a country feel. It's a remote feel, which would give some people the privacy they want. And you're close to I-95. You're about a 10-minute drive. We're going now east. So if you left your house, you'd make that little U-turn we just made. You'd be headed east, and about less than 5 minutes up the road, you get right on I-95. It's about 2 hours to Miami from here. It's about an hour to West Palm Beach Airport. And you're probably about an hour and a half to Orlando from here. So, again, what I see that property is as a great place to park a travel trailer. If that was your lifestyle, and make that a little bit of a home base. If you wanted to be privacy, if you wanted some remote aspect of the nomad life. But I don't know if I can see it for me, I really don't. Up this street too, off 70, is truck stops. So for my nomads, truck stops are always a great resource if you needed to. I think even one of these truck stops up here, if you wanted to keep coming back, it's like $5 a night or something. And I don't know if that includes showers. But, to be honest with you, Florida has more country land than beach land. And once, it's just the open country land. And West Fort Pierce, that's this open country land that you're seeing. Now, they're building new houses to the right. They're building new subdivisions, and they'll start at about between 200 to 300,000. So Florida's in one of those boom periods where the economy is good, even in the midst of the coronavirus. It's amazing. And, they're a boom or bust economy. So when it booms, they build. This right here is a little brand new subdivision right off Route 70. Now selling, it says, starting from the low 200s. This is Creekside Express Homes. Let's take a quick look in here before we end the video. So, this area, now as they look to build more areas, I'm sure West Fort Pierce will probably, and they're redeveloping downtown Fort Pierce a little bit. So, this whole area has potential. It's right by Port St. Lucie. Port St. Lucie has been growing. This is more of a quiet feel rather than the urban Miami downtown. It's not really a Caribbean feel yet. It's South Florida, but it's not Caribbean South Florida. You don't get the rich diversity. You still get great diversity, but you don't get you don't get that South America, Cuban vibe, Latin vibe. You don't get that. So yeah, down this road here, I guess they're still building. So they're still building here. These are brand new homes, around 200,000. West Fort Pierce, this is Creekside. So these aren't even occupied yet, still in the process of building. Am I interested in a brand new home? No, these are big too. These are, I would say, at least 1,500, 2,000 square foot homes. The boom or bust. We're in a boom right now. 10 million people laid off, and the economy's booming. House prices are inflated. Federal Reserve got the interest rates at 0. So what will the next 10 years bring? No one knows. So you try to live for today. You try to live urgently, but also you want to live responsibly. You don't want to make decisions out of desperation if you can help it. There's a concrete truck coming in on the left. Gonna pour some concrete, get these homes built. But yeah, that's it, guys. This is another perspective here. Fort Pierce, Florida. We saw that little house. That was an existing house, probably about 50 years old, for $159K. That's negotiable. And then you see these brand new houses starting at low 200s, and they're not even built yet. But either way, you know, I just like to share with you guys these videos. If you like them, click the thumbs up. You want to support the channel, click the blue join button. You'll get unlimited access to all my live feeds, custom badge, custom emoji. Check out my playlist, a variety of things discussed over the 4 years I've had this YouTube channel and going forward. And thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.